Welcome back to Supremely Black Podcast. This is your host, D Rose. If you're new to the channel, make sure that you hit that subscribe button. If you're watching the video, make sure that you hit the like button. That's the best way that you can actually support. So Jackson, Mississippi will be rocking this weekend. They have the East champion of Jackson State sitting at 10-2, and they have the West champion coming to Jackson, Jackson, Mississippi at Southern sitting at 8-4. This is between two coaches, T.C. Taylor and Terrence Graves. T.C. Taylor is the person that actually took the job after Dion had left. This is his second year with a record so far is 17-6. Now, these two coaches will be the first time that they're competing for a SWAC championship, and this will be the opportunity for them to land at the Celebration Bowl going against South Carolina State. Now, a lot of people aren't maybe aware, and if you follow HBCU football, you know exactly how you can actually tune into this game. It will be showing at 1 o'clock Central, 2 o'clock Eastern, and you know how it is if it's Mountain or what have you, but you can actually watch this game on Saturday on ESPN2. I think this is a huge story because even a lot of people, even though they don't want to like to mention that, I know a couple of people that are alumni from Jackson State. This is life after Dion, and a lot of the people felt as if that the spotlight wasn't necessarily on HBCU anymore, but T.C. Taylor has actually shown, and with him being the coach of the year for the SWAC, that, even though maybe the national media attention isn't still there, he still has Jackson State right where they need to be and a game away from being in the Celebration Bowl in Atlanta. So major shout out to Jackson State and T.C. Taylor, because there was a lot of questions in regards to could that program kind of rebuild after basically having their top players go play in Colorado with Dion. And this is not a shot at Dion, but it's more or less of a salute to T.C. Taylor, because for you to lose Shador, Travis Hunter, Taylor. There was a lot of different people that were impacted by that move, but 2 years later, you can't really see or say that, hey, they're not where they used to be, because 10-2, they're right where they were just a few years ago. And I think that's a major ode to T.C. Taylor, because that wasn't an easy job, and to rebuild that and to keep where it has been over the last few years, to maintain and get right back to that after just 1 year of okay, we didn't make it to the SWAC championship, cool. But to have them right back in that seat in 2 years, a lot of times the turnaround from losing a coach and your top players doesn't happen that quick. So major shout out to T.C. Taylor. I know it's going to be rocking down there in Jackson, Mississippi. I'm going to have to get down there and holler at my fam, man. I've been invited 1,000 times to get out there, but it's definitely on my to-do list for next year. But yeah, so major shout out to Jackson State, major shout out to Southern, and they'll be waiting for the, whoever they'll be waiting to see. And, got to go down there and face them South Carolina State boys, which has always been a very solid program, tough, disciplined. So we're going to see exactly how it turns out. Within this last meet, Jackson State actually beat Southern pretty easily, 33-15 on September 14th. So not to say it's going to happen the same way again. It is hard to beat a team twice, especially when you have basically the playoff and the championship at hand, and with the opportunity to play for the HBCU national championship. So it's going to be, I'm pretty sure, to be a good game. It won't go as easy with that. Just kind of give you some history on the series. Southern actually leads very narrowly, 37 games to 34, Jackson State's way. So it's Southern leads so far. I mean, Jackson State can pull with the 2 games within this season. If they can beat them twice on Saturday, we'll see exactly how that goes. But this is just a major shout out to all of the HBCUs, but particularly the last 3 teams that are standing. That is the Jackson State, as they say, and Southern. And, like I said, South Carolina State going to be sitting and ready and waiting to see exactly who's coming out of the SWAC. They've already handled their business in the MEAC. We're going to see exactly how that goes. Major shout out again to the coach of the year, T.C. Taylor. As always, long live CC. I'm out.